When someone near you wants to donate to a cause like yours, needs the very service your charity provides, or is looking for somewhere meaningful to volunteer, there is a good chance the first thing they do is open Google and type a few words. If your charity appears, you have been found by exactly the right person at exactly the right moment, and it cost you nothing. If you do not appear, you are invisible to them, however good your work is. Search engine optimization, usually shortened to SEO, is simply the craft of helping your charity be the one Google shows. This video breaks it down in plain English for a small charity with no budget and no tech team. One honest note first. This is educational content only. We are not affiliated with Google or any platform, and SEO is a slow compounding thing, not a quick trick. Nobody, ourselves included, can guarantee you a number one ranking, and anyone who promises that should not be trusted. What we can do is show you how it genuinely works. Why being found on Google matters. Let us start with why this is worth your precious time. The magic of search is intent. Nobody types your cause into Google by accident. They type it because they already want something to give, to help, or to get help, and that makes them the warmest audience you will ever reach. Better still, showing up in the ordinary, unpaid results is free. A single genuinely helpful page can be found by strangers day after day for years, quietly bringing you donors and volunteers while you sleep. This is the crucial difference from advertising. Paid ads are like a tap, useful, but the moment you stop paying, the water stops. SEO is more like planting a tree, slow to grow, but eventually it gives shade for free year after year. For a charity that cannot outspend anyone, this compounding, unpaid visibility is one of the most valuable assets you can build. Organic search versus the Google Ad Grant. You may have heard of the Google Ad Grant, the program that gives eligible nonprofits a monthly budget of free search advertising. It is worth seeing how it sits alongside SEO because the two are easily confused. The ad grant places paid adverts at the very top of the results, marked as ads, and they appear because you are running a campaign funded by that grant. SEO earns you a place in the ordinary unpaid results below, because Google judges your page genuinely useful. The good news is they are not rivals, they complement each other. Ads can bring visitors today while your SEO is still maturing, and the helpful pages you build for SEO also make your ads better by giving people somewhere worthwhile to land. So use the ad grant if you qualify, but do not let it stop you building the free organic visibility that keeps working even if the grant goes away. Think in the words your people type. The heart of SEO is simple. Use the words your people actually type, not the words your organization likes to use. Charities are full of insider language that no real human ever searches, so put yourself in their shoes, remembering you speak to two kinds of searcher. There is the donor or supporter who might type charities helping homeless families near me, or how to volunteer with refugees in my town. And there is the person who needs your help, who might type something more urgent, like free meals for children this week, or where to get support after a diagnosis. Those are two very different mindsets, donor intent and help seeker intent, and a strong charity site speaks to both. You need no fancy tools to begin. Write down the real questions each group asks in their own plain words. Ask your beneficiaries what they typed. Type a phrase into Google yourself and read the related searches it suggests. Those everyday phrases are your keywords. Pillar 1. Content that answers real questions. With those real questions in hand, we reach the first of three simple pillars that hold up all of SEO, and it is the most important by far: helpful content. Google's whole purpose is to answer a searcher's question with the best, most trustworthy page it can find, so your job is to be that best answer. For a charity, this is wonderful news because you already know your field deeply. Take the questions your donors and beneficiaries ask and write a clear, honest, useful page for each. If people search how to help a family facing eviction, write the page that truly explains it and show where your charity fits in. Do not stuff it with keywords or pad it with thin filler. Google has spent 20 years learning to ignore that. Write for the human first, the one real person who needs an answer, and the search engine will follow. One sincere page that genuinely helps someone is worth more than 50 hollow ones. This is the pillar you will spend most effort on, and a small, mission-driven charity is naturally best placed to get it right. Pillar 2. A website Google can read. The second pillar is a website Google can easily read and understand, and though it sounds technical, the basics are not. Think of it as good housekeeping that helps a busy visitor, because what helps a human usually helps Google too. Give every page a clear descriptive title, the words that show in the browser tab, and the search result, so instead of a vague home or page 2, it reads something like free after-school meals in Riverside, our charity. Use proper headings to break a page into sections, so people and Google alike can see its shape at a glance. Give pages sensible, readable web addresses rather than a jumble of numbers. Make sure the site loads reasonably quickly, because a slow page loses visitors and ranking together. And above all, make sure it works well on a phone, because most people searching for you are holding one. You need not be a developer. Most simple website builders handle this for you. You just fill in the titles and headings thoughtfully. Pillar 3. Trust and links from other sites. The third pillar is trust, and the main way Google measures trust is through other websites linking to yours. Think of each link as a small vote of confidence, a signal that says this charity is real and worth attention. A handful of links from respected, relevant places counts for far more than 100 from dubious ones. So this is about quality, not quantity. Charities earn these links more naturally than most businesses could. Get listed in reputable charity directories and your local council or community pages. Ask the partners, funders, and local organizations you already work with to link to you. If a local newspaper covers your work, that mention is gold. And when you publish something genuinely useful, people share it, and each share can become a link. What you must never do is buy links or chase spammy schemes promising hundreds overnight, because Google is good at spotting those and can penalize you for them. Slow, honestly earned trust is the only kind that lasts, and for a charity doing real good, it is well within reach. Practical first moves you can make this month. Let us turn this into things you can actually do, starting small. First, claim and fill in a Google business profile for your charity. It is free, and it is what puts you on Google Maps and in that panel beside the results, with your address, hours, and a link, so local searchers find you instantly. Second, pick the 3 or 4 questions your supporters and beneficiaries ask most, and write one genuinely helpful page for each in plain language. Third, go back through your existing pages and give each a clear, descriptive title and a sensible web address. This tidy up alone often helps more than people expect. Fourth, get listed in the trustworthy charity directories and community sites relevant to your cause and area. None of this needs money or a technical team, only a few focused hours and the willingness to think like the person searching. Do these 4 things and you will have done more real SEO than many organizations that talk about it endlessly. Start this month with 1 page, 1 profile, 1 small step. Measuring simply, without obsessing. Once things are in motion, you will want to know whether they are working, and the free tool for that is Google Search Console. Do not let the name intimidate you. In plain terms, it shows you the actual words people type to find you, which of your pages appear, and how often someone clicks through. That is genuinely useful, because it reveals what your real audience searches for. Sometimes phrases you never imagined, and you can write or improve a page to match. Set it up, glance at it perhaps once a month, and let it guide your next helpful page. But here is the discipline. Do not obsess over vanity numbers. A charity does not exist to rack up visits, it exists to help people and raise support. 10 visitors who genuinely needed your service and found it are worth more than 1,000 idle clicks. So watch the few signals that connect to your mission. Are the right people finding the right pages? And are they then donating, volunteering, or getting help, and ignore the rest? Measure to learn and improve, not to feel busy. Patience and dodging the snake oil. The last thing to understand is the one that trips up the most people. SEO is slow. It is a compounding asset, not a quick win, and it can take months of steady, honest effort before the results really build. So set your expectations accordingly. Keep planting those helpful pages and trust that they compound. This slowness is also exactly why you must be careful, because it creates a market for snake oil. You will be approached, perhaps often, by so-called SEO experts promising to get you to number one on Google in a week for a fee. Be very wary. Nobody controls Google's rankings, nobody can guarantee a position, and the quick tricks these outfits use can get your site penalized rather than lift it. There is no secret shortcut, only genuinely useful content, a clean and readable site, and honestly earned trust built patiently over time. If someone promises instant, guaranteed results, that is your signal to keep your money and walk away. Quick recap, let us bring it together. When people want to give, help, or get help, many of them start on Google, and SEO is how your charity earns a free, lasting place in those results. Unlike ads that stop the moment you stop paying, it sits happily alongside the Google Ad Grant. It begins with the real words your people type, both donors and those seeking help, and it rests on three simple pillars: genuinely helpful content, a clean website Google can read, and trust earned through links from other sites. Start small this month: a Google business profile, a few honest pages, clear titles, a directory listing or two. Measure gently with Google Search Console, watching the signals that matter to your mission rather than vanity numbers. And above all, be patient and honest, because SEO rewards the charity that keeps showing up, and no one can promise you a ranking, whatever they charge. Being invisible on Google is not a judgment on the value of your work, it simply means the right people cannot find you yet, and that is entirely fixable. You do not need a big budget or a clever agency. You need patience, honesty, and a willingness to answer the questions the people you serve are already asking. Do that consistently, and month by month, your charity becomes easier to find for free exactly when someone is ready to give, to volunteer, or to reach out for help. Remember that everything here is educational only. We are not affiliated with Google or any platform, and no one can guarantee any particular ranking, so treat flashy promises with suspicion and put your energy into being genuinely useful instead. If this gave you a clearer picture of how supporters find a charity on Google, subscribe for more practical, honest charity marketing you can actually use, and take a look at the companion written guide linked below. We will keep turning big, intimidating topics into calm, doable steps, one video at a time.